Hi, Taehyung lovers. Welcome back to the Taehyung Lovers channel all around the world. Don't skip the first 3 seconds of this video, because what happened in March 2026 truly made the K-pop world feel like it stopped breathing for a moment. There was no grand stage, no dramatic teaser, just a simple video released through a collaboration with Spotify. But when the 7 members of BTS appeared together in one warm frame, millions of ARMY immediately erupted. Within seconds, the internet exploded with one big question. Is this the biggest BTS comeback signal of the year? And the thing that made fans unable to stop talking about it. The camera repeatedly returned to one figure whose aura is difficult to explain. Kim Taehyung. He simply sat calmly, wearing an elegant dark suit, with a small smile that seemed to hide a big secret about BTS's new era. Many ARMY even said that Taehyung's gaze in the video felt like a clue that had not yet been fully revealed. Is this connected to the ARIRANG album, the exclusive Spotify x BTS Cruise project, or perhaps something even bigger ahead of the global Netflix event? In this video, we will break down all the details that many people may not have realized. As you watch until the end, Kim Taehyung lovers will surely notice something. Kim Taehyung is no longer the same. So before we enter the story that shocked the global fandom, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell so you don't miss the latest news about Kim Taehyung and BTS. And don't forget to share this video so the world can continue to see the kindness, charisma, and extraordinary influence of Taehyung. Because believe it or not, the small details that appear in this video could be the big clues that will shake the K-pop world. March 2026 delivered a moment that made the global music world seem to pause for a second. In the first few seconds, millions of fans across different countries stared at their screens with the same curiosity. There was no grand stage and no excessive visual effects. Just a simple video message released through a collaboration with Spotify. Yet it was precisely that simplicity that made the moment feel surprising. When the 7 members of BTS appeared together in one warm frame, the internet was instantly filled with emotional reactions from ARMY all around the world. Many even said that the first 3 seconds of the video were already enough to make their hearts beat faster. In the video, the members Jungkook, Kim Seokjin, Yoon Hoseok, Min Yoongi, Kim Namjoon, Park Jimin, and Kim Taehyung sat side by side in an atmosphere that felt relaxed yet meaningful. The frame looked simple, but for BTS fans, seeing all 7 members together on one screen was already enough to trigger a huge wave of emotion. Over the past several years, their careers have passed through many important phases, including solo activities and military duties that made fans miss moments like this. That is why when this video appeared, the reaction quickly spread across social media platforms and global communities. However, as often happens in every big BTS moment, public attention quickly focused on one figure who carried a different aura. That figure was Kim Taehyung, while the other members focused on delivering messages to fans. Taehyung seemed at times lost in his own world. He sat with a relaxed posture, wearing an elegant dark suit, and occasionally showed a small smile that reminded many fans of something they had long believed. Taehyung possesses a charisma that is difficult to explain. He does not need big movements to capture attention. Even when he simply sits still, the camera always seems drawn back to his face. A small detail that always catches the attention of ARMY is the ring that almost always circles Taehyung's finger. For some people, it might just be an ordinary accessory. But for his loyal fans, the ring has long been part of the artist's visual identity. In the highly competitive world of K-pop fashion, Taehyung is known as someone who does not simply follow trends but creates his own personal style. He often combines classic elements with modern touches that make his appearance feel artistic and mysterious. That is why every small detail he wears, including the simple ring on his finger, often becomes a long topic of discussion in fan communities. Amid the warm atmosphere in the video, Jungkook's voice then opened the announcement that made many fans hold their breath. With an enthusiastic tone, he explained that alongside BTS's new album titled ARIRANG, a special journey would soon begin. The announced concept was a unique experience called the Spotify x BTS SWIMSIDE Cruise, a 4-day music journey designed specifically to celebrate BTS's return to the global stage with their fans. The announcement quickly became a hot topic across ARMY communities because the concept was different from ordinary album promotions. This was not just a concert or a fan meeting event, but an experience designed to bring fans closer to the music and the stories behind BTS's work. After Jungkook delivered the announcement, the camera then moved to Taehyung. With a calm and warm voice, he said a sentence that felt very personal to fans, that they wanted ARMY to join that private cruise. The sentence sounded simple, but its impact was enormous. Within minutes after the video circulated, the clip of Taehyung's words was shared thousands of times across social media platforms. Many fans said the way Taehyung spoke felt incredibly sincere, as if he were truly speaking directly to every person watching. In the middle of the announcement, Taehyung's aura remained the main topic of discussion. His relaxed expression, spontaneous hand movements, and the small smile that appeared occasionally created an impression of effortless elegance. Many observers in the entertainment industry described this phenomenon as one of Taehyung's greatest strengths as a performer. He has a rare ability to appear luxurious and artistic without seeming like he is trying. In an entertainment world filled with massive visual concepts and spectacular productions, Taehyung's presence often feels like something simpler, yet somehow stronger. The most dramatic visual moment in the video appeared when the camera revealed another scene that immediately captured global attention. On a stage almost without light, Taehyung stood in front of a vintage microphone with dramatic lighting that shone directly on his face. There was no striking background and no excessive decoration, only dark shadows and a single spotlight falling precisely on his face. He wore an elegant black suit and stood upright with a calm yet intense expression. Many fans described the visual as resembling a scene from a modern noir film, an aesthetic rarely seen in the colorful and energetic world of K-pop. As the camera moved closer, the details of Taehyung's face became clearer. His jawline looked sharp, his gaze intense, and his expression carried an air of mystery. For many ARMY, that look was not just a camera pose. There was emotion in the way he stared forward, as if he was holding a story that had not yet been fully revealed. Because of that, within a short time the visual triggered many theories among fans. Some believe that the concept is a clue to the new artistic style of the ARIRANG album, while others see it as the beginning of a new chapter in Taehyung's creative journey. In their official message, the BTS members also explained the meaning of the ARIRANG album to fans around the world. They said the album summarizes their identity as BTS and becomes a very special work because each member played an important role in its creative process. This statement carries deep meaning for fans because for more than a decade of their career, BTS has been known as a group highly involved in creating their own music. Therefore, this album is not just a new release, but also a symbol of the long journey of 7 members who grew together from small stages to become a global phenomenon. This announcement also serves as the introduction to a major event eagerly awaited by fans around the world. BTS The Comeback Live ARIRANG, which will be broadcast globally through Netflix on March 21st at 2000 hours Korea Standard Time. In the days leading up to the event, the K-pop world will surely be filled with speculation, fan theories, and growing excitement. International media have already begun discussing the possibility of BTS's new musical concept, while ARMY communities are busy analyzing every small detail from the video that has been released. But amid all those discussions, one thing remains the center of attention that never changes: the figure of Kim Taehyung. Whether it's the ring he always wears, the way he smiles as if hiding a small secret, or the gaze in his eyes that feels like the beginning of a new story. Whatever the answer may be, one thing remains certain. Every time the camera focuses on Kim Taehyung, the world seems to pause for a moment, giving space to a single gaze that can speak louder than thousands of words. And for millions of ARMY around the world, Taehyung will always remain a beautiful mystery in the great story called BTS. Thank you to Taehyung lovers around the world who watched until the end. What happened in March 2026 once again proves that one simple moment from BTS can make the world pause for a moment. And in the middle of all that attention, Kim Taehyung once again becomes a mystery that makes millions of ARMY keep wondering. Is his mysterious gaze in the Spotify collaboration video just a small fragment, or the beginning of a big surprise leading to the ARIRANG era? Write your opinions in the comment section, because on the Taehyung Lovers channel, ARMY's voice is always part of the story. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and turn on the notification bell if you enjoyed this content. But if you don't like it, feel free to skip it, because the Taehyung Lovers channel never forces anyone. What's clear is that the story of Kim Taehyung is not finished yet, and maybe what will happen next will be far more surprising. Stay tuned for the next developments only on the Taehyung Lovers channel. Thank you, stay safe, and see you in the next story.